Can the IBF and IBO bring stability to boxing? Let's talk.
Straighter, not a roundhouse right hand.
And that's what we've been talking about. The straight shot is the one where he gets leverage on it.
I don't want to kill somebody
back
for
a little
few
bit.
seconds.
Nah, I want a body on my record.
Now, I want to see you fight motherfuckers. I do. All right, I'm with you. I'm with you. As long as you're trying to fight the great, the best competition.
Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Yo, it's the best, fight the best. If you ain't with the moto, just click the link, bitch, and get buried like the rest. It ain't gonna work how you want it. These trolls already tried, too many come but don't leave. So if you here, you gotta die. I'm spitting straight facts. These bitches crying cause they hate that. The LDBC's the top topic, bitch, hate that. We the ones that bring the truth to these fans. So why you hate, I'ma laugh and keep counting these bands. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link, get the dance. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you.
Welcome to the graveyard.
With all the bullshit going on with all the sanctioning bodies, 1,000 different belts, you know, WBA done fucking created 5,000 belts, and now they're thinking they're doing us a favor. Well, they are doing us a favor, but still, you're the one that created the problem. You created 5,000 belts, and now you're saying you're cutting down on belts. All right, cool. The WBC is adding belts and adding motherfucking weight classes. The Bridger weight class, which motherfuckers ain't even talking about no more. But you're adding weights, you're adding weight classes, adding belts. You're doing all kinds of dumbass shit. Motherfucking WBO got the global belt. That the WBO belongs to Bob Arum. I don't even know why they call it WBO. It's just because the top ranked belt. Period. Just the top ranked belt and call it a day. You know, the IBF is standing alone with its consistency, but it's not as consistent as it could be. But it's more consistent than the other ones. You know, it's the leading candidate for the best of the major belts. But with that being said, I'm consistently seeing the IBO belt being tagged along with everything. It's a tag-along belt. All right, it's a tag-along belt. But can it be a major belt? Can we make this a major belt and give it some validity and let it look at everything else, all the other sanctioned bodies, and realize how fucked up they are, and then not be that? Like, the IBO has a legitimate chance to not be fucked up like all the other ones. Not even close. Like it and that's why I say the IBF. I'm not gonna put them in that boat too much because they're pretty good with what they do. But the WBO, the WBA, WBC, the W belts, get them the fuck out of here. The what the fuck belts, the WBC, the WBA, the WBO, get them W belts the fuck out of here. The IBO and the IBF really should be taken over. I'm pretty sure the IBO belt is going to be a major belt soon here in the next couple of years. Whatever, because it's been tagging along now since, what, fucking 80-something? 90-something they've been tagging along with it. Whenever the fuck it came into play. It's been tagging along with other belts. You know, they've been trying to get a foothold, but niggas just been getting it and then throwing it away. Fucking Chris Eubank had it. He got it for a little bit and threw it the fuck away. Other fighters have it for a little bit and throw it the fuck away. Anthony Joshua running around here talking about, I only know WBC, WBA, WBO, IBO, IBF, NABF, Elemental PBB, the PB and J. Nigga, the fuck? And then these niggas running around here talking about, because they're boxers, they know more than people that don't box, that just study the game. They studied it, but mysteriously these fucking people running around talking about because they're a boxer, they know more. The IBO is not a major belt, you fucking fag. It is not a major belt. You big fucking bitch. I think, The IBO belt is not a real belt. It's not a major belt. It's a minor belt. But the question is, can it be one of the best? Can it be? I mean, it should be very simple. As you look around, look at the WBC. Okay, they've got 7,000 belts. They just made another belt, the fucking French fries belt. So you don't know what the fuck is going on. You don't know who the real champion is. They're making up rules as they go along, but they want you to follow them. We gotta follow them because they're the rules, but yet they're just changing them as they go. Updating them, they call it. The fucking WBA has a bazillion belts. They're just, we're gonna do you guys a favor and get rid of 1,000 of them. Go ahead and give us a pat on the back. Motherfucker, you created all the belts in the first place. Then the WBO just give it top rank. For real, just give it the top rank. Bob Arum should wear that belt. He's the president. Bob Arum is the president of WBO. So all the IBO got to do is look at all the bullshit. Okay, I'm only going to have one belt like the IBF. That's it. Just one belt. I'm not having multiple belts. I have one champion. Then you create your rankings so you actually have a number one, unlike the IBF, who for some strange fucking reason has a champion, and then the number one and number two is always fucking vacant, and then the number three guy. The dumbest shit in the world. I have no fucking idea why y'all do that stupid ass shit. Because then you have a top 15 with only 12 motherfuckers in it. Just move it up, bro. Move your number three up to number one. That way, whoever is your fucking 16 and 17 and 18 is now your fucking 13, 14, and 15. Just move the fucking rankings up. So IBO, when you're looking at the sanctioning bodies, look at the IBF, while they're always leaving number one and number two fucking vacant, and number three sometimes vacant on some dumb shit, and make sure you have a full top 15. There you go. Make sure your belt belongs to the sanctioning body, not to any fucking promoter, any publisher, anything. Make sure it belongs to the sanctioning body. So it doesn't belong to WBO. No, it don't. Fuck that. Your belt means something. It belongs to you. You enforce your rules. It belongs to you. You do not give your belt to the PBC or the fucking BT or Sky or Top Rank. None of that shit. You give it to you. It's yours. So if someone fights for your belt, they are your champion, your world champion, not your not your fucking Top Rank champion or your PBC champion or your motherfucking ESPN champion or whatever the fuck, your BT or Sky or Matchroom champion. No, you are the world champion. You enforce your mandatories. You set a time for your mandatories. We are calling our mandatories this time every single year during our convention. We're calling them this time, so everybody's going to know who the mandatory is. All right? Just because you're number one doesn't mean you're going to be the mandatory until we call it. Right? So you become number one in the beginning of the year. You know, as long as you don't lose, you will be the mandatory by the end of the year. And then you be consistent about calling your fucking mandatories at a consistent time every fucking year, which is what the sanctioning bodies don't do. End of the year. Okay. So I'm not going to tie myself to one fucking organization, unlike the WBO. I have one belt, unlike the WBC and WBA. One belt. I have a full top 15, unlike the IBF. I am calling my mandatories every single year around the same time, period. I don't care what y'all do. Y'all can fight. You could be fighting on the same fucking week that I'm going to be calling this mandatories. Don't matter to me. But if as long as the number one isn't fighting, then the number one is about to be the mandatory. So you know that if you fought your way and worked your way up to be the number one, you know that by the end of the year, you're going to be the mandatory. You know that. I don't give a fuck if you just fought in September. If our convention is in October and you just fought in September and became the number one, well, you know the next month you're the mandatory to the champion. Now the champion can fight anybody he wants. many times you want, relevant to us, as long as you fight your mandatory within the set time that we have established for you to fight your mandatory. As long as you do that, I'm fine, bro. The sanctioning body that has the legitimate chance to capitalize all that right now. Number one is the IBF. All you gotta do is scoot your fucking rankings up and enforce your mandatories. Make sure you keep enforcing them and scoot your rankings up. But the one that can capitalize off everything is the IBO. You can capitalize off everything. Just look at everybody else's bullshit. Look at everybody else's mistakes and don't do them. It's very simple, bro. Look at everybody else's mistakes and then don't do them. And right now, where the IBO is like in such a fucking a fluid position, like their belt is, they're issuing it, dropping off, tagging along with this motherfucker, dropping off, tagging along. All you gotta do to capitalize, to maximize, is tag your belt to the biggest names in boxing. Just tag it to them. You tag it to the biggest names in boxing right away, right? Once you tag it to them, then you start establishing yourself with how I just said, being consistent with everything like that. Being consistent. IBO, tag your belt to Devin Haney. IBO, tag your belt to Gary Russell. IBO, tag your belt to Tank Davis or Josh Taylor. Depending on where Tank Davis is fighting. And if Tank is fighting at 135, tag it to him. If Tank is fighting at 140, well, shit, pick your poison. You can tag it to either one. IBO, tag your belt to Errol Spence. Tag it there, bro. In Errol Spence's next fight, put your IBO belt on the line. Put it on the line with Errol Spence, bro. You're just adding the motherfucker anyway. Put it on the line with EJ in his next fight. Don't matter who. If Errol Spence is fighting Ugas next, put that belt on the line, bro. Sean Porter and Bud Crawford are fighting. Tag it. Tag it to Bud, bro. Tag it to Porter. Now I know Porter fought Formula Milk, blah blah blah, but throw it back in there. Fuck it. That's the biggest welterweight fight that's going on this year. Throw it back in there. Throw it in the mix. Tag your belt to them to get it notoriety, and then start setting some following the actual ground rules that people can fuck with. You got a shot. You got a shot. I think the IBF right now is the most consistent, but the IBO has an opportunity to dominate all of them. It has an opportunity to just take all their flaws and don't do any of them. Make your belt relevant. Tag it to people who are big names. And then follow your rules. BFTB. Shout out to the LDBC. And I'm out.